The next day saw us arrive at the world's largest city with an estimated population ranging between 20 to 28 million. Mexico City holds 7 times the population of New Zealand. This city grows about 2% a year, and so the Mexican government has a real job to provide all the services these people need. For the tourists, it is an exciting city with many things to do and see. The Tehuacan tour was to end here, but not before we visited what some would say is the most spectacular ancient site in the world.
Tehuacan arose as a religious site around the time of Christ, and archaeological studies show that the next 2 centuries were characterized by monumental construction. The city was thought to have expanded to 20 square kilometers with an estimated population of 60 to 80,000 people. The city seems to have functioned for centuries as a well-developed urban center until its sudden collapse in the 7th century.
The name Tehuacan was actually given to the city well after that time, but the original name, the language or languages spoken here, or even the ethnic groups who built the city, are unknown. Once again, Birgit secured us with the services of an excellent guide, and our own personal tour of the site was fantastic.
People that was living here for many centuries, they have to leave the city, and they went to another places. They didn't born as a city, as another civilization in another place. Maybe what happened is that these people, they mix with another tribes.
Climbing the Pyramid of the Sun was a highlight of the tour. It wasn't easy since it's nearly 63 meters high, and we are already at high altitude here in Mexico City. So to see Nina make it up was really special. That afternoon was our last together, so it was fitting that Cairan finally got to do the dishes.
This is evidence of Richard hogging the washing up.
Yes, you can't help yourself. That's the reflex action, you know.
The farewell dinner that night was sad. We had been on the road for nearly a month with some of these people, and making new friends was such an important part of our trip.
People who turn their noses up at tour groups are really missing out on one of the most rewarding aspects travel can offer: great friendships.
Our family had elected to spend some extra time in Mexico City. This gave us a chance to explore this fantastic place.
The Zocalo was a good starting point. Like so many before it, the cathedral was impressively beautiful, although it was suffering from pretty serious subsidence. The National Palace was also stunning, mainly due to the fantastic murals by Diego Rivera. Begun in 1934, these would arguably be the highlight of his career.
The theme symbolizes the indigenous origins and revolutionary tradition of Mexico. On this wall, he shows the pre-colonial life of the Aztecs, with images of their main social activities and daily life. Here he represents peasants, workers and Marxist unions to show foreign capitalism as the roots of social evils.
We spent the afternoon exploring the area around the Basilica de Guadalupe. Not that Dad or I were allowed in the new church because we wore shorts, but never mind, it was the old churches that interested us the most.
We got back in time to see the lowering of the flag at the Zocalo and enjoyed the street performers. This was our favourite. Dad was one of his victims, so naturally we all loved him. The next day we headed for the National Museum of Anthropology, which held treasures from most of the places we had visited earlier.
This inverted fountain records on its metal column the 2 races that merged to create a new nation, the Spanish and the indigenous peoples of the Maya world.
Being surrounded by the ancient relics and recorded wisdom of the foundation peoples of this place was really special. Our stay in Central America was almost finished. We really loved Mexico City. It was so exciting and vibrant.
Dad had a great plan for a stress-free exit. We hired a private guide for the last day who took us around some interesting sights before dropping us off at the airport.
It seemed a fitting way to end our holiday here. This trip has been a real experience.
Thanks to all our new friends, and especially to Birgit, Lewis and Antonio.
We hope to see you all again someday soon.